I think I got two targets real close, a low conductor and a higher conductor. There's that one, here's the low one. They're pretty close together. They almost blend in, but they're far enough apart I can separate them. That's something like in the zinc range there. I'll pinpoint this one and we'll dig this out. I got the TRX out here today, so we'll see how it does. Doesn't seem to be interfering with the Etrac at all so far. I mean, none. I tried it with the V3i a little bit and it didn't seem to affect it from what little testing I did. Hitting a rock. Now, tell you, I did notice something on this though. Down the side in here, it seems to be a dead zone. Maybe they designed it that way to pinpoint off the tip, but I used to lay the Garrett on the side and rub it like that, but you can't do that with this. Really, just when you're looking for something, look for it with the tip. Okay, right in the bottom of the hole. Well, let's try out the depth meter. It's about 5 inches right now. It's still in the hole. Hitting something like a rock down there, I think. Was it that small? I dropped it. Must be something small. Something big down there. I don't know if it's a piece of iron. I'm gonna detune it. That might just be junk. Hitting something big. That appears to be a rock. A rock. I think whatever it is just flaking off. This thing's in my way. Big old rock in the way. All that work for a crusty zinc penny. Here's one in the 39 zone, showing fairly deep. Not what I'd call real, repeatable or steady or anything, but it's a little higher than what a zinc would come in, but a little lower than maybe silver, so there's no telling. Could be in the screw cap range, or the could be in wheat penny range, but usually it's a little higher than that. See what we got here, showed about 6 inches deep or so. Makes me wonder now, it's shallower than it showed, so might just be some smaller junk. Looks like a little lead bullet that's been fired. Here's one. It could be in the copper penny range. The thing about it is it's fairly shallow, so I'm going to see if I can hit it with the pinpointer, you know, underground. Kind of jumping around between a copper penny and a dime. So we'll see if we can hit it with the pinpointer and just, you know, get it out. Let's see if the probe goes deep enough. I mean, the pinpointer goes deep enough to just probe it. Let me detune it. So it should be right there. I think I just hit it right there. Maybe 3 inches deep. Ground's a little bit frozen. I'm on something. Yep. Looks like some kind of, it's metal for sure, but I don't know what it is. Looks like it's kind of a rubber leg, a leg to something, but it's got metal in it, so that was all right. I was able just to probe that one out, even though it was junk. Here's one a little deeper, and out here in these public places, there just ain't a whole lot of easy targets left, so that's why, you know, I'll dig stuff that's iffy, and you know, you got to do it if you want to find the good stuff. Said a lot of the easy stuff is gone, long gone. Here's one here, seems a little deeper. Not the best signal, but we'll dig it out. This showed a little deeper. We'll dig about a 6-inch plug to start with. Off to the side of the hole. Usually not a good indication. Yeah, not. Oh, actually, in this case, it's a clad dime that was down there fairly deep, kind of off to the side of the hole though. Missed the pinpoint a little bit, I guess. Notice something about this TRX. It hasn't interfered at all with the Etrac. I mean, nothing. The threshold don't even waver. Here's another one that ain't hitting real good. It's kind of in the zinc zone or just a little below. Could be brass, we'll see. Showed fairly deep again, maybe 6 inches. I don't know how. I'm just missing the pinpoint today. I don't know how. must be small. Oh, there it is. Gosh, I couldn't even see that. It's just a crusty zinc penny. Got one here more in the pull tab range, but showing maybe 4 or 5 inches. I'm gonna see if I can hit it with a pinpointer and probe it out. See if I can find this with the probe, pinpointer, whatever you want to call it. I detuned it. Showing somewhere right in there. So let's see if we can get it out with this thing. We can hit it. Didn't hit it yet. Shows us right there. Might be one of those beaver tails on its side or something. Deeper than I thought is what it is. Yes, it wasn't only like 3 inches, it's deeper. Still wanted to see if I could probe it out of there. Okay, so I could have cut a plug already. That's a square tab. I kind of figured it was in that range. Here's a little bit deeper one. It ain't real steady either. Whoa, look at that. There's a plug right there. See that? I know this ain't one I dug because I'm working my way down this way. So there's a plug right there. Somebody cut. I was getting a signal, kind of an iffy signal at the edge of their plug. So that's a pretty big plug there. We'll dig a little bit smaller one here. See what they missed. Maybe it's just iron or something, but yeah, but see that's kind of a shallower plug there. They done a pretty good job. I couldn't really tell it was there until I started digging. Actually, the target's over there underneath their plug. Let's see. There it is. It's a coin. Copper penny, but who knows? Maybe they just didn't have a pinpointer or something, but it was over here. Actually, in their plug, they just didn't go down deep enough. So, we will. This digger, I've noticed if you come in at an angle a little bit, it goes in a lot easier than just going straight up and down. The first one I might go straight up and down, but then if you come out here and if you go in at an angle like this, it goes in a lot better. I mean, sure, you may hit something if you're not careful, but it'll work better. Not so hard to push in the ground. There it is. Old crusty zinc penny. Let me see if I can show you this. Like I said, you don't, with the Garrett I was used to just, you know, running the whole length of the probe, but look at, if you look at this, this is that crusty zinc. Look up here towards the top, it'll sound off, but anywhere from like right at the tip down to here, this seems like to be a dead zone right in here. So you can't just lay the probe down like you used to. You can, but see, you'd miss stuff like that. That's why I said before, just try to find it with the tip. You'll find it way up here, but right in the middle, from the tip to the middle, seems like it won't detect nothing. And I think they've probably done that on purpose, but so just a tip. I always try to use the tip to find it. Park guy just showed up. I didn't see him. He probably thinks I'm crazy. I'm over here talking to myself, so maybe that'll he'll just get in his truck and go the other way. Even though I got permission to be out here, it's no big deal. But you know, like I said, didn't even know he was there. He probably thinks I'm some kind of nut out here. Here comes the cops. They're coming by. Maybe that park guy said there's some nut out here talking to himself, or they're going to come and investigate. Not really. They patrol through here. I'll see them a couple times a day. Here's a lower conductivity target, but it's a little bit too high to be a nickel, it looks like. Maybe it's in the gold ring range, huh? We'll dig it out. Hitting some hard layer under here. It's like some kind of bag or something. Like not plastic, but one of those, I don't, nylon or some kind of bags, piece of one. Oh, got it out of the hole. And it's just a piece of scrap aluminum or something. Here's one that seems like it's a little bit deeper. Not very good at all, though. Nothing. Go just a hair deeper. I didn't think I'm already down about 7 inches. I didn't think it was. Yeah, maybe that deep, but the pinpointer should be hitting it already. Yeah, there you go. It was deeper. Quite a bit deeper, actually. It's about the 7.5 inch mark, but I'm getting a hit on it now, so. Need to scoop the dirt out of the bottom of the hole. That's cool. It's a button. It's still got the little, whatever you want to call it, on back. But yeah, button. Yeah, it's pretty deep too. It was actually real deep. Let's see. We got our handy measurer. Blade's curved over it. Oh, 7.5 inches maybe. Here's a shallow signal in the nickel zone. Jumping a little high. For as shallow as it is, it's a little bit too high. I could probably get this one, just pop it out of the ground. See, I detuned it. Now I can't even get it. Let me go off to the side just a hair. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool feature there. Ground's a little bit froze right there too. I just seen it. It fell back in the hole. Maybe not. Well, yeah. Thought I'd seen the indentation of a coin. That's kind of different. I don't know why it was jumping up into the 15s and 16s, but I'll go back over the hole. Maybe there's something around it. It was a nickel. All right, I'm going. I don't know if you can. Let me see the camera right here. Right there, to the left of the screen. I just dug that nickel, but I think I know why the ID was off. I'm gonna go back over the same hole. Watch this. Another target real almost on top where I dug that nickel, or probably below it actually. It's trying to hit in the quarter zone. Just an inch or two over, so the coil was probably over this target and the nickel at the same time. We'll dig this now. It's trying to hit the quarter zone. If I can get it out of there. Oh boy. I don't know if that's one of them old coat hangers or what. I'm still going to check though. There might be something else in there. That's probably what was throwing the nickel ID off though. I put the little nail sharpshooter coil on. I'm in a real trashy spot here and I'm just going to look for coins. A lot of pennies in here, but I'm going to really just kind of testing out the TRX too, so we'll see what we can come up with. There's a signal here. It's a what I call just a real shrill. Trying to hit in the quarter zone. Sometimes iron sounds like this, but the numbers aren't going above 47. Maybe it's a quarter. We'll see. We'll see if the pinpointer can get it. Alright, the pinpointer can't hit it, so it must be probably at least 3 inches, I'd say. If the pinpointer don't hit it. There's always like multiple targets out here in every hole, it seems like. There's a thumbtack. Can't really see the thumbtack making that good a signal. There's a coin. It looks like a copper penny. Well, maybe. Yeah, it's a copper penny. I'm tacking a copper penny. See if what else is down there. I ain't hearing anything. Maybe that was it. Here's one trying to hit in the dime or copper penny range. It's not real good. I mean, I really had to work on it to get it. You know, it's like it was hard to get right in the center. All right, this one was kind of trashy sounding. Hear all that commotion in the background? Some poor girl was walking her two dogs on leashes, and this guy comes up. His dogs are not on a leash, and his dog goes over there and starts messing with her dogs, and the poor girl slides down the hill and falls, and I don't know if she got hurt or not, but now the dogs are fighting. But anyway, look at this target here. It's pretty cool. That's what that was. As you can see it, I just pulled that badge out of right there, and I opened up my screen, and I'm going to go back, kind of go back over it. So there's some iron real close to it too, and it still pulled it out of there. Got a little bit deeper one here. It seemed to pinpoint real big, so I don't know if there's junk in the area or what. I didn't hardly get it. This one seemed a little deeper. Kind of seemed trashy, but could be mixed something. There it is, right there. That was cool. The coin fell out of right there, so that's probably, let's use the pinpointer. Well, it's probably 5 inches deep. I'm gonna go back over it because if there had to be something masking it, 5-inch deep coin wouldn't sound that bad. Let's go back over it. Alright, let me open the screen wide open. There's some iron close, but I wouldn't say right in the same hole, so